third inning. It's 3-3. Nice response from the Mud Puppies again to knot up the score. And it will be Brandon Compton to lead it off for the Huskies. Compton grounded out to second his first time up. We've got head coach Marcus Pointer here with us for this bottom of the third inning. It's a pleasure, Marcus. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And Marcus, as you look ahead to this North Dakota trip, it's going to be an important one in this second half of the season, 5 games, and you're right in the thick of that division race. What's the key to success for your group?
It's just keeping good energy. These guys, it's kind of the point in the summer where it's those dog days, and, the team that stays with high energy and engagement usually comes out on top late.
Coach, obviously the offense has been a big story for your team this year. You've talked about how the power's been a little bit different this year. What stood out to you most about what your offense has been able to do?
These guys don't really give up ABs. You see it all summer long. We're grinding ABs from 1 through 9 and innings 1 through 9. We feel like there's no game that's out of hand, and these guys just continue to grind pitchers down and give quality at bats all game long.
Marcus, you've been at summer ball for a long time, 6 years with the Huskies. What makes it unique, and what keeps you coming back here? What do you love the most about it?
Is seeing these guys grow up, and not just as baseball players, but as young men. And again, a lot of it is just the attrition and the grind of the summer. Guys find out a lot about themselves, and they ultimately try to reach their goal of getting into professional baseball. And I feel like we've done a pretty good job of helping some guys reach some dreams.
Coach, you had 7 All-Stars right there. You see your first two of your All-Stars get on base there. What have you liked from your 7 All-Stars this year? Obviously 5 position players, 2 pitchers. It's the most in the Great Plains East. How impressed have you been with this group of guys?
They're definitely, it's been awesome. These guys, every one of our players has been awesome for me this summer, just with their energy and effort. But, a special congratulations to the guys that have been selected to All-Stars. It's just good to see that they're getting rewarded for their effort and their production in season. And, it's just the start of some of these guys' careers and big accolades. So it's just good for them.
What player has really impressed you the most this season, Marcus? Somebody who you weren't expecting maybe to stand out as much as they have?
One of the right here, a guy on second base, Brandon Compton. We had him signed as a pitcher. He was a guy coming off Tommy John, and he was he was coming out here originally as a pitcher, and with the opportunity to kind of work in some ABs. And after about 4 or 5 games, it was pretty clear that he can handle the DH spot. And sure enough, he's an all-star at our level, and he's one of the better hitters in the league.
How much of a luxury has it been to have kind of the power added to your offense? We've talked a lot about how the stolen bases has always been something you've looked for, but you got power hitters like Compton, like Hallquist, who's up right now. How much of a luxury has that been to have this season?
Oh, yeah, it's definitely nice. No coach is going to complain when guys are hitting the ball over the fence. It's not something, honestly, it's not something that these guys are chasing for. They're just trying to get barrel on the ball, and, just a good bat path and right pitch selection kind of produces those slugging numbers. But these guys are just trying to hit the ball hard every at-bat, and, we've been fortunate enough that they're getting some in the air and they're leaving the yard.
And how about this guy at the plate, Mike Hallquist? How awesome has it been to see his growth this season and what he's been able to do to get that commitment to Ball State?
Yeah, I'm so happy for him. He's a guy that, he's constantly asking questions, trying to improve his game. It's showing a lot on the offensive side. But he's been significantly better defensively. You've seen we've moved him around. He's played every infield position for us, and he's quality at all of those. So it's just a testament to his hard work and dedication to the game of trying to improve. And somebody, a Division I school took a shot on him, and I'm pretty sure he's going to go there and be successful too.
And you mentioned the versatility of Mike Hallquist being able to play multiple positions. It seems like you have a lot of guys, throughout your lineup that can play multiple positions. How much of a luxury is that to have as well?
Yeah, that's it's huge, especially in summer ball. Just with the attrition of it, guys up and down, guys come and go, some injuries, guys get nagging kind of bugging things. So it's definitely it's an emphasis when I do recruit guys to make sure that they can play more than one position, just because of the nature of the summer, where you might be forced to be shorthanded a series or a weekend, and if guys can play multiple positions, it makes a lot of things easier.
What have you enjoyed the most about Duluth, Marcus? You've come here quite a bit and you've become very familiar with it. What's something that stands out about this city for you?
Number one is I love Wade Stadium. I mean, it's a beautiful park. It's historic. It's got some legacy to it. The town of Duluth has treated me well. There's plenty to do. There's good weather. We've had some rain days, but again, on nights like this are gorgeous. And again, just the support that I get from the organization top down, and what kind of culture we have going on. It's just fun to be a part of and to continue to keep it going.
And then obviously, Marcus, you guys are fighting for that second half playoff spot now. It seems like every game from here on out is going to be important. What's the biggest key for you and your team moving forward?
It's just win one pitch at a time, one inning at a time, and then it'll handle itself. We are back in the standings, but I like where our team's at and what we have going forward. So I'm anxious to see how it all plays out. I like where we're at though.
What stands out to you in terms of teams that you're competing with? Lacrosse obviously has had an incredible offensive explosion in the second half, and Waterloo has done a really good job on both sides. What's to look out for those two teams?
I think it's more so of what we can control. If we can play clean defense and limit free passes pitching, I think we're a very dangerous team, and there's nobody that can really bang with us. It's just a matter of can we throw some quality innings up there out of our starter, and take care of the baseball on defense. And when we play clean games and walk under 3 or 4 guys, we're very dangerous. So it's just a matter of stringing those together and keeping the momentum going.
Yeah, what's been the biggest key for your pitching staff, Marcus? You've gotten DJ Burke on the mound tonight, who's been a guy all season long you've been able to go to. And what's the biggest key for your pitching staff moving forward, especially with arms coming in and out?
Yeah, it's just the ability to compete in the zone. A lot of guys struggle because they're working so hard trying to punch guys out, when in reality, it's your job to throw the ball over the plate and force weak contact. And if you continually do that, the punch out numbers will come. But there are some signs. There's some games there where we kind of dominate on the mound. We limit 4 or 5 hits, and we roll through games. But then on the other end, there's some games where we're 35 pitches in the first, or some walks early, and it's nobody's trying to do that. They're kids. They're learning. They're growing. But again, if we just compete in the zone, and if guys bang us out and they're hitting balls off the wall left and right, and that'll happen. But that has happened very rarely versus us kind of causing our own harm.
Huskies head coach Marcus Pointer, thank you so much, Marcus, for taking the time out during the game and joining us.
Thank you.
Strike 3 to Tyler Leroy, and that retires the side. Huskies go scoreless in the bottom of the third. We'll head to the top half of the fourth. You're watching the Northwoods League Baseball Network.
It started with a simple idea.